With the VAFs, it's an extra assembly within the school, so we have about 250 students depending on the schools and the grades. And basically what it is, we have about a 5 to 6 minute speech, and we get to say our stories of how we were impacted by violence or how we were involved in violence.
Now, let me ask you, how many of you guys think a gang member can leave the gang? Nobody. Nobody. Well, this is what I'm going to tell you. Reality, I'm here, and I'm alive. So when people and kids think, you know what, if you leave the gang, you're going to die, you leave the gang in a box, that's a myth. That's a lie. That's what gang members want kids to believe so they won't leave. But can somebody leave the gang? Yes, they can. Why? I left because I made a choice to get in, and I made a choice to get out.
What we do and the way we structure it makes it so it's compelling enough for them to pay attention, but relatable enough that there's something that somebody says throughout that assembly that will touch almost anybody out there.
I'm sad right now because I cannot see the beautiful human rainbow that's in front of me. My name is Javier Ortega, and I've been on both sides of the gun. I've shot people, and people have shot me. All of the violence and all of the bad choices that I made growing up caught up to me and took 2 shotgun blasts to the face through the windshield of my car. If you're presently involved in gang activity, hey, look what happened to me. Thinking that I was invincible. No, it's not like that. I urge you with my heart in my hands to learn how to make a good choice.
The questions that they then ask at the end, or that they want to share something, it's remarkable.
I was wondering for Tariq's, his fiance, how'd she find out and how'd she react?
Mr. Camisa?
Jennifer, you saw her on the video. It's very sad. After Tariq passed away, she became a heroin addict. And she moved away from San Diego to the Bay Area. And then she went from there to Seattle, Washington area where her parents lived. And she went back and forth for 7 years, on drugs, off drugs. And then 7 years later, she committed suicide. So that's very sad. I always said that when we do the VIF, we don't talk to the kids with our heads. We talk with our hearts. And we talk to their hearts. And all we do is tell them what happened. There are so many messages in just the truth.
The Circle of Peace basically is a way for kids, we want it to be a space for kids to celebrate who they are and to give them tools and to increase their self-esteem, to discover things about themselves, to feel good about themselves.
The program, we teach the kids about inner peace, then we do a section of life skills, and then we do a community service part so they can give back to the community after we teach them. Before I started at TKF, I helped to write the curriculum for Circle of Peace. And the principal called us into the office right when we started and said, since Circle of Peace has been going, he's had no students come in his office with discipline problems, not as many fights. They've been able to deal with their own issues and take care of it themselves. So it's good to hear something working well.
Well, actually, I noticed that I get along with more people, and then more people trust me now. Like, when they need something, they'll be like, oh, Cruz, what do I do, or stuff like that. They ask me, and then my teachers actually look up to me, as a leader, too. So, yeah, it's, feels good. I just want to say thank you to TKF for making me and giving me a chance to be a peace ambassador. And, TKF is awesome.
The Parent Peace Coalition is a program, it's a 12-week course that we have for parents. We do it both in English and Spanish, and we have courses, or we have sessions as discipline, media, violence in the media. We also have how to interact with your children, which is respect, and how to be able to communicate with them without negative comments or without abuse or verbal language. So there's some of the topics that we have for them, and it's a 12-week program for the parents.
It's powerful. It's engaging. It's engaging spiritually, mentally, physically. It's forgiveness, it's love, it's compassion. It's all of those things wrapped up into one organization. We are truly about helping kids. That's it.
If you got people who are extending forgiveness and you have people who are accepting it, then those people right there in that instance have redirected that energy in such a way as to turn something very negative into something immediately powerful and positive, to the point that it automatically creates healing opportunity for both those opposing forces immediately, instantly, at that point.
No kid was born violent, right? Violence is a learned behavior. Well, it follows non-violence can also be a learned behavior. We have to teach it.